All right, Hamas has released a new video of Israeli hostage Matan Zangokar, who has been in captivity since last year's October 7th attack. In the 3.5-minute video, 25-year-old Zangokar says in Hebrew that he has been in captivity for more than 420 days and calls for public pressure on the Israeli government to secure the release of all captives held in Gaza.
אני אסיר מתן סנגוקר, ואני נמצא בשבי החמאס יותר מ-420. אמא, אני צופה בך, אני שומע עלייך הרבה. אני יודע על מה, אני מבין את הדברים שאת עושה. אני שומע על הפעולות שאת מבצעת. אני מאוד שמח לשמוע שאת בסדר. אני מקווה לראות אותך שוב בקרוב, שנפגש. אני מקווה לשבת איתך שוב תחת שולחן, לאכול איתך, לדבר איתך.
The video has sparked fresh demonstrations in Israel as thousands of demonstrators took to the streets of Tel Aviv calling for an end to the war in Gaza and also the return of the hostages.
And we're here to say that we are not afraid. We are here to demand our rights and need to protect the Israeli democracy, and of course to bring back our brothers and sisters from Gaza. All the hostages hopefully will come here soon with a hostage deal, and hopefully we will end the war in Gaza and we can eventually bring safe peace and security to the whole region.
Police clashed with demonstrators and used water cannons to disperse the crowd who gathered for the weekly anti-government demonstrations in Tel Aviv. Meanwhile, diplomatic efforts to secure a ceasefire and negotiate a hostage release deal have gathered momentum. Donald Trump's West Asia envoy has visited Qatar and Israel in recent days to push for a deal before the new U.S. president takes office in January. Qatar's Prime Minister confirmed the country is working closely with the incoming U.S. administration in a bid to facilitate the talks. Well, moving on to Lebanon now. Tensions have also been rising on Israel's northern border with Lebanon. On Saturday, the Israeli military confirmed airstrikes in southern Lebanon targeting Hezbollah militants. And this comes amid the ongoing ceasefire agreement that has been in place. Israel has accused Hezbollah of breaking the truce, and in retaliation, Israeli forces have launched airstrikes and continued military operations in southern Lebanon. According to Lebanese media reports, Israeli strikes had killed 9 people earlier this week. Israel has claimed that these strikes were in retaliation to the Hezbollah attacks. However, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken had previously stated that the ceasefire was holding despite all these violations by Israel and Hezbollah. A committee comprising France, UN peacekeepers, Israel, Lebanon and the U.S., they are working to maintain communication between the parties involved and also to monitor ceasefire violations. Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati called on the international community to take serious action to prevent further violations, urging the withdrawal of Israeli forces and the full implementation of the ceasefire agreement. Meanwhile, Israeli Chief of Staff Herzi Halevi has warned that Israel will respond with both offensive and defensive actions if there's any confusion on the Syrian border. Speaking during a situational assessment with the commanding officer of the 210th Division, Halevi emphasized that Israel's main focus is closely monitoring Iran's activities and interests in the region, alongside the threat posed by local militants and Hezbollah's movement in the war.
הדגשים המרכזיים זה לראות גם את היציאה האיראנית, את האינטרס האיראני, שזה מבחינתנו צורך ראשון. והדבר השני, לראות את הגורמים המקומיים כאן שתופסים את השטח, מה הם עושים, איך הם מתנהגים, איך הם מורתעים, ולא מתבלבלים בפנייה לכיוון שלנו. אם יש בלבול כזה, יש מענה התקפי, ומאחוריו מענה הגנתי, מאוד מאוד חזק.